Peter Kozlowski, President and CEO of Peterson Jewelry Company. And I just wanted to talk to you today about some general business practices and thoughts and ideas that actually I never thought of. And in all my research, I'm constantly studying and learning, and I want to know, I love to learn. So I get lots of programs on marketing and sales and business, how to run your business most effectively and efficiently. And I study those a lot. I spend a lot of time on the phone. I found one thing that was really useful, and it's something you should consider, is we have suppliers. I have great suppliers here in Thailand and America, as you do, for your jewelry and your other things, gifts. Maybe if you have a gift store or anything that you sell, you have a supplier. And in many cases, people have been buying from the same supplier for 3 or 4 or 5 years, maybe 10 or 20. And we look at them and say, wow, this company is really good. They've been supplying me. And I just say to you, what are 3 great things that your current supplier is doing today for you that helps your business and makes your business grow and makes you smile about your business, that you're happy that you have such a good supplier? You know, you take a minute, take a piece of paper, and just make a list of your top suppliers in different categories and the 3 good things they do on the left. And then on the right, well, as I know in business, doing business for over 30 years, actually way beyond 30 years, but 30 years in the jewelry business, I had many stores in Key West and up on Cape Cod, that in doing that business, looking closely at our numbers and at what's really going on, just kind of taking a step back. And there's nothing better than grabbing a pen and piece of paper, writing things down. The first list, left side, 3 great things your suppliers do. Your top suppliers, maybe your jewelry supplier, gift supplier, clothing supplier, doesn't matter, supplier. Right hand side, you write down, well, 3 things that, or 2 or 1, maybe there's none. But I know in all the years of business, I'm always able to improve somewhere. So my point is, there's room for everybody to improve in this world, and starting with myself. So on this list on the right-hand side, we say, well, what are the 3 things that I think my supplier could improve on? What would I like to see them do more of? And have I asked them to do that and they're capable or not capable of it? And look at that to make sure that when you look at this in the past, has it cost you money? And if you're making good money, what if you made 20% more or 25% in your gross sales? Because some small things like, well, I got a shipment, but only 80% of the merchandise was there. I got it on time, really nice, but I was missing 20% of it. Sometimes out of that 20%, maybe 5 or 10 is your best seller because such things are in demand. And you got good service, but you didn't get all the jewelry you needed or all the clothing that you needed. So what the other things you might look at is, well, delivery, was it on time? You got 100% of the order, or you got 90% or whatever. You got everything you wanted, but gosh, I had to wait an extra 2 weeks to get everything. So does that add up? And you write down and think back, well, what did I really lose there? What does it mean to me today? And what would it mean to me in the future collectively of these little small things that we just kind of brush off? But when you add, you go to the bank and we're concerned about 2%, 5%, 20% of interest. When you compound that over 5 years, it's a lot of money, a lot of money. So when you think it's a small detail in your business, please look carefully, get out the calculator. If you turn your inventory 3 times a year, you multiply that weakness, I'll call it, 3 times, then 3 times again, and wow, that really adds up to some painful loss, really. And then maybe a third thing, I don't know. I mean, do you have returns? Is there 2 or 3 or 5% that you have to return because it was less than what you expected? Maybe you're spending some time that says, oh, every time I get the shipment, great, on time, beautiful stuff, but I have to return 7%, 8%, 5%, then I have to take someone to sit and check all the merchandise whenever it comes in, because that little area is not necessarily reliable, but the quality is reliable, the delivery is reliable, but I always have a little bit to return. Takes a person, costs money. Takes a boss, costs money. Takes time, costs money. It's not on my shelf, costs money. So these are just 6 little details. The pluses, 3. The minuses, well, not really minuses, but they're areas that could be improved. And if you have addressed those and they repeatedly are a challenge, but you really like your supplier and you need to fill a gap, I would just suggest that maybe you call Peter Stone. And I'm not saying to place a big order, just something small, $4,000 or $5,000. No, just kidding. Just try a sample order and see if we can't fulfill that gap for you. Just try us out. I mean, I'll tell you what, you try it out. I have a 100% guarantee. If you're not satisfied with our service, our quality, and resolution, if there's any challenges, that's the big deal. It's not a problem. A problem is a problem when it doesn't get resolved, when it continues to be the same thing. But a solution is what I always look at. Okay, I understand this is a challenge. Okay, I know that. Forget about the challenge. What am I going to do about it? That needs to be about 99% of my focus. How am I going to fix it, correct it, make it better? That's all I focus on when I move forward. If I spend my day, oh my God, I got this bad shipment, oh my God, this, that, over a little thing, I won't go anywhere in my business. So I choose to focus on, okay, another challenge, no big deal, that's life. Let me see what I'm made of, and let me see how I can figure this out, and let me see how I can make it better, and team up with someone who could really help me, who really cares, and who's going to stand by me in the thick and thin of all business challenges. That's Peter Stone. Give us a try. Give us a call, 1-800-397-8787, www.peterstone.com/WS. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks.